Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
I am Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. Again, I am Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht.
That's right, it is Yacht Rock Wednesday. And on this day I like to do adult contemporary hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and they are normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now I did say in my previous video that this day has been really weird, and I asked Alexa, like, is it a full moon? And she said yes, and I was like, I knew it. I knew it just by the way people are acting, just by certain things that are happening. I've been trying to do things on my computer, and certain things that normally take seconds aren't even working anymore. And then I tried to do some other stuff, and it's just, I can't wait for this full moon to be over. And thankfully, with this coming into Thursday, I don't have to work it tomorrow, so I don't really have to interact with anybody, and that might be a blessing in disguise, so we will see. So the next video that I'm going to do is from a band that I have heard of, the name, but when I pulled up the title, I don't know that if I know this song or not. Going into this, I didn't listen to it at all, because if it isn't a song that I've heard before, it becomes a first-time reaction, and I know how people love those kinds of videos. So, the song that I'm going to do is called I'd Love You to Want Me, and it's by Lobo. Now, Lobo is an American singer-songwriter. Actually, Lobo is the Spanish word for wolf. Yeah, so the song was Lobo's highest charting hit on the Billboard Hot 100, and then we'll get to that later. The single was the second of 4 of his songs to hit #1. Well, there's a giveaway right there. Let me see what else. When released in the United Kingdom, the song failed to reach the UK singles chart. However, a re-release of the single in 1974 on the UK record label peaked at #5. So we know it's going to be #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and know it's going to be #5 on the UK singles. But let's just go ahead while we're doing that, because I read a lot. Let's take a look at what it did on the charts. And blammo! It went to #1 in Australia, #1 in Austria, #1 on the Canada Top Singles, #5 in Denmark, #7 in Ireland, #1 in New Zealand, #1 in South Africa, #1 in Switzerland, #5, as I said, on the UK singles, #2 on the Billboard Hot 100, #1 on the US Adult Contemporary, #1 on the US Cashbox, and #1 in West Germany. With that being so many #1s, more than likely I have heard this song. I just don't know. It's not one of those that, you know, when you were younger or anything else like that, everybody's like, oh yeah, did you hear that Lobo song? Or, you know, anything like that. You know, you hear Eagles or maybe even Poco and things like that, because I know their song Crazy Love, and that's how I got into this. I was going to do Poco Crazy Love, but I've already done Poco Crazy Love, and then I pulled up Lobo instead, thinking it was Poco, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't know Lobo. So this might be a first-time reaction for me, and I kind of hope it is. I'd love to hear a new song from back in the day that, you know, some of you would know. So, if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing some videos each and every week. I'm trying to do 10, but we will see. So, without any further ado, here is Lobo, and I'd Love You to Want Me.
How come you don't want me, man?
When I saw you standing there, about fell out my chair. And when you moved your mouth to speak, I felt the blood go to my feet. Now it took time for me to know what you tried so not to show. But something in my soul just cried. I see the want in your blue eyes. Baby, I'd love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Baby, you love me to want you the way that I want to, if you'd only let it be. You told yourself years ago you'd never let your feelings show. The obligation that you made for the title that they gave. Baby, I'd love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Baby, you'd love me to want you the way that I want to, if you only let it be. Now it took time for me to know what you tried so not to show. Now something in my soul just cried. I see the want in your blue eyes. Baby, I'd love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Baby, you'd love me to want you the way that I want to, if you only let it be. Oh, baby, I'd love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Baby, you'd love me to want you the way that I want to.
Okay, so that was Lobo. And now once the title came, I knew exactly what the song was, but it's one of those that was so far in the recesses of my brain with all this useless trivia in my head that all of a sudden it was just so like, oh yeah. But you know, I thought it might have been, it had a similar sound to Terry Jack's Season in the Sun.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together we've climbed hills and trees.
It had that similar feel to it. It also had a feel that maybe something like David Cassidy would do or something like that. But no, it was Lobo. So it's not a bad song. It's a, you know, it's just, there's no accounting for taste, you know, when a song goes #1 all over the place. And I tend to wonder what was going on when this song became #1. What did I say this is? This is like 1972. We're coming out of Vietnam, because I think the last people left Vietnam in like 73 or 74. 1975. So there was still that stuff going on. There was the whole Nixon thing going on. So maybe people were just looking for something that was just a little bit more wholesome, a little bit more pure, you know, a little bit more, I don't have to think, you know, about the goings on of the world. I can just listen to this nice soft song. You know, this is also something I could hear playing in an elevator with Muzak, you know, and Muzak, they call it the 1,000 strings. If you don't know about Muzak, it was something where they would take a popular song, make it instrumental, and make it as smooth as it could be. And you'd hear it in the elevators, like as you, wherever you are, it'd just be like, you might hear Girl from Ipanema. You just might hear that, and it's like, you might little tap your little feet, or sometimes you have to work at who the song is, but sometimes it's obvious. I've heard Muzak take certain songs that were already soft and made them softer, and it's like, wow, I didn't know you could do that, but you can. I like it. It's not bad. It brings back memories of, let me see if this is 1972.
12 seconds later.
I would have been 3 years old. See, I'm counting on my fingers like a 3-year-old. How old are you? I'm 3 years old. So I would have been 3 years old when this song came out. So that's probably why it's stuck way back in there. Way back in there. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.